Hey, everybody. Hello, and welcome back to Massively Overpowered Television and Backseat Streaming, driving you up a wall. New lyrics every time.
Every time. it's it sounded like a grocery store commercial to
Well, hey, maybe I can get a part-time job doing grocery store commercials,
me.
It could work, man.
Except the jingles are like way too real. It's like top shopping. That child is really noisy.
Oh my goodness. Yes, so I am back, and of course I am back with the most amazing, awesome, and incredible Wolfie. Chris, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for being. Every time we call each other incredible, I immediately start thinking about eggs. So like, just I
The
every
incredible
time.
edible. Wait, no. A big chocolate pink Wolfie. Okay, that would be
There you
pretty
go. Yes,
cool. But
like I'm definitely like a peep, I guess, in that regard.
a bit.
A peep, like a big marshmallow pink wolf peep.
But I don't like peeps. You can't be a peep because I don't like peeps.
If you can't take me in my peep, then you don't. Then you don't deserve me at my chocolate bar.
So yes, so here we are with our interesting, crazy, and who knows what kind of humor, thoughts, and food distractions.
So usual Wednesday night, honestly.
Usual Wednesday night, yep. And tonight we have footage of Rift. Now, it's really funny because Chris is apparently much more into Rift than I am because he played in the beginning. He's played for CMA, and I went back and I've played Rift during the holidays, like Christmas, Halloween, and on its anniversary. That's
The,
like,
the important times, frankly. I like. But then again, I also am coming from a place of love for MMO Halloween. So.
oh yeah, so it was one of my regulars,
Mm.
really one of my regulars that I did. So,
I always felt
I'm
like you played like a lot of Rift and a lot of Ion, so back in the day. Like,
Ion is actually how I got Mop as a job.
right.
So there we go. Just switching that to media player. Um, we're actually switching which we're going to watch it on because I found one of them looks a little crisper than the other. So there'll be a little bit of a momentarily momentary juggling. Wow, see?
Momentarily juggle.
Momentarily juggle. Yes.
It is hard to manipulate Windows and talk at the same time. I understand. It is challenging. It's like, okay, this is the footage that I want, and I had to set this up, and OBS is being a little bit of a butt, and now I also have to come up with sentences. Momentarily juggle.
Well, that's I only mix those up. Usually I just flip words completely around in the sentence.
So, momentarily muggle.
Yeah, or I'll the one that my family always gets is I'll be like, "Oh, the blue is so sky today." They're like, "Yeah, Mom." And they all know. They get this. They know that I just swap words.
The
And
blue is so sky. I'm stealing that. I love that. I genuinely love that.
it is so see to good you, and then they'll be like, "What?" And I'm like, "Dang it. Those words were not right, were they?" Yep, that's me. So my family knows how to speak, MJEs.
I, I think one of my favorite like brain drain moments, and it wasn't one that I had personally. I've certainly had plenty on my own for sure, to say the least. So, but like there was one time when my sister and I were helping my mom put together some like some cookies or something. We were just putting together some baking or some food or whatever it was. But anyway, like my mom had asked my sister to get some water, some measure out like a cup of water. And she like picks up the measuring cup, stops, spins around a few times, and he goes, "Where do I find the water?"
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
It was amazing.
Those moments when your brain just stops, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It
I think the most common for me is like when I've charged into the pantry and I stand there like, why am I here again? Like
oh,
that moment. I've had lots of that. Here's another good one. So much food related ones. I'm so sorry. This is just how I live. I'm fat kid time. But anyway, like the uh one time when I was like talking to my husband then boyfriend, like he was still living in the UK at this point, right? So
okay.
like the way we were contacting one another was through like a mobile phone app that kind of like worked like a little bit like a walkie-talkie. Like so we wouldn't like be calling each other across international lines and those related costs. So we had an app that like we would like just hold down a button and talk for a minute and then like just sort of respond back and forth like a walkie-talkie. It would use data obviously, but anyway.
Wow.
So like I was using that app to talk to him while I was mixing together some curry, and like I sort of got wrapped up in the simmering step of it, and it kind of went a little too long. And like there were some vegetables, some frozen vegetables that I threw in there for like the last couple of minutes of simmering, and then I got invested in talking to him, and then I stopped and realized it's like the vegetables have completely boiled away.
Oh,
They
wow.
literally disintegrated into the curry, and I
Oh,
don't know how or why.
wow.
Like
That
this is like like mixed peas and carrots and green beans. So like it wasn't like really like terribly flimsy vegetables, but like they disappeared.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Dissolving veggies. Or maybe aliens came and beamed them up.
Yeah, you know what? That's the excuse I'm going to use from here on out. That's perfect.
'Cause the ones where they're cutting those little tiny squares.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Vegetables don't usually melt or sublimate. That is impressive. Yes, it is, Tanik. I agree.
That really is. It's like, yeah, I get a real vegetable sauce. Oh, there's vegetables in your sauce? No, my vegetables are sauce. They're like, you mean tomatoes? No.
No, no, I mean like actual vegetables. They used to be whole ones. They've been Thanosed into the curry.
That is so
It's not like
fabulous.
vegetable flavor. It is vague memory of vegetable.
Yeah, I've had plenty of those weird. They're actually not food related, but they're phone or glasses. My favorite one from my mom was always she she'd put her glasses down. A lot of times have them on the top of her head and be like, "Where are my glasses at? Where are my glasses at?" And she's looking at her, and you're like, "They're on your head." Well, so this
The
time
classic,
she
classic.
checked the top of her head, and she's just like, "My glasses can't just walk away on their own. You know, they can't sprout legs and walk away on their own. What did you guys do with them?" And I'm like, "Your glasses, Mom?" And she's like, "Yes, where are my glasses? The ones you're wearing on your face?"
Oh
She just
no!
put her hands up and was like, "Oh, dang it." and
Welp.
and my mom's name was Joy, so it was we call it pull a joy because then the next one was I'm talking to someone on the phone. It was some kind of emergency. Something had happened. I'm getting
Mhm.
in the passenger seat. I'm used to driving, so I'm not used to being able to talk while I'm in the car, right? So I sit
Right.
down. I get in the car, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, wait a minute! I gotta find my phone. It's not here." And the person on the phone is like, "The one you're talking into right now?" And I'm like,
Oh boy.
"Oh, yeah." But when you get in a
Uh,
car, if you're not used to,
yeah, yeah.
it's
You
like
just
it's
sort of
normally it's in my
assume you're in the
pocket or
driver's seat.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So I was like, "Oh my gosh, I had my mom. I had my mom. I channeled my mom."
yeah.
But yeah, I can't necessarily talk or type and it at the same time cuz things happen. It just, and then again, I can't really speak and talk at the same time because things still
Can't
happen.
speak and talk at the same
I
time.
know.
Wait, wait, what?
I'm
You
serious.
can't,
That's when I mess up all my words and everything. So
you can't
anyway, so
speak and talk.
that's what it
Can't
feels like.
speak
I
or
can't
talk at the same
speak.
time, but
You
can you
know.
verbalize at the same time as you speak and talk?
Yeah, maybe not. And then add breathing in there, and I'm totally in trouble. Never mind. Tannic, your curry is haunted by the ghost of veggies that are no more.
It's true.
That,
Yes,
that
yes.
sounds like that sounds like a curry I want to eat though. Let's be
I
honest.
it was still good, but like, yeah, no, those vegetables passed on into another world. Another they phased into the curry dimension. I can only assume.
Yeah, friends eating. He's like, "Can you taste the carrot?" And they're looking around and they're like, "There's no carrot in here." Oh yes, there is.
Yeah, like I get a very grim look. Is like there is carrots. Long ago.
Okay, so we're gonna start watching.
Yeah,
We
we
have
probably should do that. Yeah, we were just gonna keep on going off on tangents.
we're gonna
Otherwise,
go on
sorry
tangents.
everybody. Thank you for your patience.
Oh, they're used to the tangents. That's why they watch us, right?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So Rift, I have not actually adventured through Rift.
Really, like you never played like the regular game whatsoever.
No,
Wow.
I think I've started it and I've been in the starter zone,
Sure.
beginning the area. That's about the extent of it. Make sure.
I will always remember like the opening cinematic of the I forget the name of the two sides. The Talarans and the
I don't even know.
but anyway, the ones who believe themselves more divine as opposed to who are more science. Because like I know like one side is a little more like magic driven and the other is more science driven or a form of science. But anyway, the Guardians and the Defiance. There we go. Yes, thank you. The Guardians. That's it. So I remember like I remember the thank you, Katria. Also hello. So I remember like the Guardian cinematic. One of the cheesiest lines of that opening is like, "We were chosen not for our valor, but for our might." It was so deliciously over the top. I loved every second of it. But I'm primarily rolled guard Defiant. They were just I like the Defiance much more.
Like, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think back. If Rift was the game where I had the cleric?
Uh-huh.
This isn't the... Rift is not the one where the one race had the horns, right?
I don't believe they have horns.
Okay.
I don't think the Defiance had horns. I believe they were just like... Most of them were like purple skinned, if I remember, I think.
Like, I have to go back and...
Yeah.
I do have from, like, a PAX, I have a big old war elephant mount. And,
Nice.
you know, running around. I do believe they let me have... somehow I got... Or I was gone long enough and it's like boost your character to 60 or max or something. So I was able to run around a higher level zone.
Okay.
But I never played. I'd be like, there are humans, elves, and dwarves. Yeah, okay, so that's a different game I'm thinking of right there.
You're probably thinking of Terra, maybe.
Oh, you know what? I bet it is. That one was Terra. But yeah, Rift, the Halloween event. I would love to come back in there. Come and do the Halloween event. So yeah, that first little area and the little city castle there. I have so many streams of being there with pumpkins.
Being there with pumpkins, the MJ story.
Yes. Me and pumpkins. Now, I could have guessed, Catriona, if you never told me this was your footage, considering it's a ranger. I think I would have gotten that. I do remember running the low-level rifts.
Oh yeah, no, some of my fonder memories of this game was at launch, like, just like sort of like joining a giant caravan of characters, like just tearing across the open world and just closing rifts one after the other after the other. It was extremely fun to be a part of. Like I remember when rifts actually like opened up in such a way that they screwed with like the regular story. Like, as I remember, I was going through some of the regular questing steps, and like I was headed towards this NPC, and like a rift opened up and like slaughtered every single NPC there, including the one required for my quest. And it was like a really, really hard rift that I couldn't clear by myself. So I just like logged out of frustration because I was like, I can't do anything. What? This sucks.
You're like, hey, I was talking to that guy. Oops.
Yeah, it was.
Look at this. We have a killer war boar here. Razor beast.
A razor beast. That sounds like the most hair metal of hair metal band.
Yeah. Hey, he's got the mohawk for it.
He really does. Yeah, you're right. Wow, that's perfect.
Tanic, I'm watching this as a Rift palette cleanser for another game ruined them. Yes, the word Rifts kind of got messed over with that other game.
I wonder which one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was around for a lot of launch. I came back on my own accord. I think when they released that water-based expansion, I forget the name of it. Tides of something. I forget. I genuinely don't remember. And then, of course, as you had mentioned earlier, I did check back in for Choose My Adventure column, a series of columns. So, but it's still been a very, very long time. Like I remember, like, you know, it was obviously the launch. You had a little more free-form class selection or class and subclass choices. And then, like, I remember coming back at the point where, like, they had, like, predetermined builds that you could follow or were forced to follow. And I was like, wait, what? Why is this a thing? Like,
Yeah. Like, I don't understand.
I remember, yeah. I don't like that. Why am I taking you? I mean, if I want to build a Death Knight, I could just do it myself. Why are you telling me how to build a Death Knight?
So she she cleared that one rift, closed it up on her own. That's pretty good.
That's real good, yeah. Now she's doing a darkness rift.
I know, I was like, oh look, we've got a little more light. Then she comes over here. Nope, we don't.
No, we don't. Nope, it's all grape drink all the way around. All grape Kool-Aid now.
At least she's letting her hands glow for us so we can see her.
Yeah, right. I'm sure that's totally why her hands are glowing.
Absolutely.
They have presets you can follow now, but you can also do custom builds. Oh, okay. All right. Nice. Well, that was a quick rift. That really just closed up. Wow.
They called that a foothold, so is that a bit different than a rift? Because it wasn't a...
Yeah, that didn't have multiple stages, because rifts usually had like 3 or 4 stages or something like that. Huh.
This area, this is pretty.
This game still holds up visually speaking. Genuinely, it's still a pretty good looking game.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the face up on our targeting. It's a fish. It's a fish face.
I missed the fish face. Well, maybe we'll get another fish face. Let us have a fish face.
Fishy, fishy, fish face.
Fish, fish. Tasted it, the fish face. All right, well, it's a little sharkish. Yeah, it's a little fishy sharky.
That one looked more sharky on the top than the first one.
Yeah.
Now we're judging their faces.
we're judging their fishiness of their faces. Like, not fishy enough. I see more shark. I desire more goldfish.
There, see, look at that one. That doesn't look sharky.
It's got a little. It's a little sharkish. It's not as sharky as the last one.
Had little fins on the side of its head. They're all okay. Catriana, yeah, the footholds are like mini rifts, though they can also be harder because the mobs are more concentrated and have some things called murder trees in the middle that do what it says on the tin. Murder tree. Murder trees.
So it gives you delicious crunchy apples, is what you're telling us?
I was gonna say. Look, see, that's a guppy head, man.
That is totally that's an axolotl looking face.
Yeah.
I mean, a very
And he's got an axe, so you know.
an axolotl. Oh, you can't see it now, but I'm absolutely rolling.
Tannic, it was strange going back to check out the game and getting all 3 souls on a new character right from the start. They even still have part of the tutorial where you cleanse a soul to claim what was your second soul. The dialogue is still there. It just does nothing now.
Oh, that's so weird. I remember that. Like, so wait, you actually literally start with 3 souls from the jump?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember that.
I never got
I don't remember
souls.
that being a thing.
I remember the map. And the hot bars.
Well, I genuinely, gosh, it's been a while. I must have experienced that when I came back for the column, because like, but why is it eluding me? I don't know.
Maybe they hadn't made that change yet, because I saw your that was in 2021. I mean, that was 3 years ago.
It was. It has been a very long time. So, you know, in any event.
I was seeing what a pretty little village this was, and then I realized we're just slaughtering people in their home.
We're slaughtering the fish folk.
I feel kind of bad about this right now.
Mining their ore. Just this absolute mad person charging through the village with a murder beast. Why did it say that a foothold is defeated now? Is there something that we missed?
Was there a foothold that we didn't see?
Or maybe she didn't actually finish killing the murder tree.
Well, no, because the foothold defeated came up when she did the bright purple one.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I don't.
That's the only reason I knew it was a foothold, because it said foothold defeated, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. Duh.
Not a handhold. Not. I mean.
Not a handhold. It's not a tooth hold.
Yeah.
It's a foothold. There is a Kickstarter for a card game called Axolotl. There is a twin-stick shooter roguelike looking thing called Axolotl. So, I absolutely have seen that get played, and that looks extremely fun.
And if you go to T-Turtle, they have a lot of different kinds of axolotl puns. There's Ascolotl, and he's a little librarian with glasses and everything. And,
I love that.
In fact, I think what I brought back from, I have one of them, a Relaxolotl, that I bought in a tin. He's on a cloud, chilling, laying back. He's in a Relaxolotl.
I love that. That's great.
Oh, Tannic says, and footholds are defeated when you destroy the central murder tree, no matter how many enemies are left. So as long as you kill the central...
The murder tree has to die. Okay. Yeah. All right.
From murder to murdered tree.
Aha.
Oh, Rift, look at that.
Yeah, I love coming over a hill
so
and seeing the
pretty.
rifts in the sky. It's so cool. It's still a cool looking sight. Like, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Like, seeing those in the sky is still way more foreboding of a sight than whatever nonsense Elder Scrolls Online did at base with the anchors.
She's not going towards it. I'm bummed.
Yeah.
We only got a half second of that. It looked like a sunset, you know?
Yeah.
Pretty. But that's exactly what you do. Hi, I see that. I'm going the other way now.
That's what happens every time we watch somebody else's gameplay footage. That's just the it's the backseat streaming guarantee. Somebody will look in the direction of something that would probably pique our personal interest, and then they turn the other hecking way.
Well, I mean, if she is alone, going the opposite direction of a rift is not a bad thing.
Well, who needs sense in an MMORPG? Come on.
Petriana, and yes, there is much struggling with inventory space in this game.
Yes, there is. Those pockets are full.
Oh. See, that's the other
Yep.
thing. I'm kicking back. I don't have to worry about inventory management. I'm getting to see the game. This is like, I need to do this more. The Marsh House. Oh, hello, everybody.
It's my lucky day.
Oh, it is. Nice. I'm not
All
sure if
right.
the NPC said that or a character.
I I assume the NPC did because our characters never ever say anything in most of these games.
Oh.
I get the impression that many of the rifts and enemies have been nerfed. 2 or 3 of us the other day beat a zone invasion. I
Good
presume
luck.
then that shouldn't be the case
Feel
normally.
free to browse.
Rift invasion definitely sounds a lot more, or zone
See
invasion
you
rather, definitely sounds a lot more pervasive
Ah,
and
good to
dangerous
see
than a
you.
rift.
May the road be clear.
Many of the rifts and enemies have been nerfed. 2 or 3 of us the other day beat as. Oh. Yeah, they kind of would have to tone things down because the population isn't large enough to be like, you need 25 people to clean this up. I don't think
Yeah.
you got that anymore.
Yeah, definitely not. It's this game is, I don't want to necessarily say it's fallen fallow, but it is most certainly cooled off significantly since its opening few months. But I mean, the fact that people are still playing it is you love to see it. Just running through the forest with my razor beast, looking at tree ants and deciding to not to go against it. Or oh wait, no, are we? Yes, no.
Oh, we're going after singulars. Mohawk boar gonna get this guy. Oh, quest accepted. Okay. Oh, did you see the little bouncing squirrely thing? Boing, boing, boing.
I did.
Squirrel! Okay, yeah.
That tracks. That absolutely tracks.
Oh, yeah.
Squirrel.
Dodged.
I gotta say, these are the most severe sounding arrows I've ever heard fired at any MMORPG.
Yeah.
They there's no little thwip. It's just it's pretty impressive.
They're like, we ain't your flimsy, namsy, pansy little arrow. We is the arrow of might!
Oh, it's
Oh.
squirrels were Rift's mascot animal, if I remember correctly. I don't remember that. That had to have happened at some point later because I'd never. This is the first time I've heard of a squirrel mascot for Rift. Yep, time for a little bit more inventory management. The loot goblin must feed. I will say I did avoid most of the ranger classes, primarily because I'm not a big pet class fan. But I am curious now with how many different souls there are in that general archetype, exactly how varied things get nowadays. Like, because obviously rangers have like a pretty stereotypical form in these kinds of games, and in fantasy games in general, really. But But I've always been curious about the rangers or the archers that are a little bit different from that standard mold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Danik, okay, that's a great quote from an announcement from last month. Hello, Talarans. It has occurred to us that squirrels are a very effective tool on the battlefield. Therefore, we have decided to unleash the squirrels! Squirrel your way out of any hairy situation with white squirrelicorn or the black dire riding squirrel.
Dude, I want a squirrelicorn.
I am deeply curious about the
There it is, look.
squirrelicorn.
Boink, boink. Right
I'm going to have to look this up. Hang on a second. What does the white rift white squirrelicorn? Yep, that's obviously a mount. Oh my gosh, it is even more spectacular than I thought. I'm going to post that link in the chat for those who don't know. I'll definitely share that with you, MJ, directly.
Oh yeah, let's look at this.
That is magnificent. Hey,
Oh,
I love it. I love
Oh,
it.
they have the animated one.
Yep.
Oh, hello, squirrelicorn. Oh.
So now I have to look up what the
Black dire
black
riding
dire
squirrel.
riding squirrel. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I mean, I dig it. It's no squirrelicorn by any stretch of the imagination, but that's not bad. It's not bad.
Oh, that's so cute. I was thinking more wolf-like when it was talking about, dire. It looks
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
bat face.
Yeah, it definitely looks a lot more bat-like. It also
My name
looks
is
extremely
Batty, and my moves are erratic. Sorry.
No, you're not. And
I
don't.
haven't seen that movie in a long time.
It also looks extremely soft. Like that's a very silky coat.
Yes. Like you can just sit there petting its head.
Yes, absolutely, and they would enjoy it because it is a good boy.
So
But the
nice.
squirrelicorn is amazing. I do love that.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh. These things were introduced last October. Oh.
So they're pretty recent. Wow.
Oh!
I forget the musical stings that like happen when you get out of battle. Like I remember them being like trying to sound like part of the music, but like ending up sounding jarring. Oh, this is a pretty big
Oh,
one
look
there.
at the dancing fire things.
Yeah,
Sounds
those
like
are
they're
cool.
all. Oh, one of them, he's jumping up to catch. Look, there's a cinder in the air. Oh.
I kind of don't want to disturb them. I mean, they're burning things, and they're still
they're
pretty bad, but like
beautiful.
it is oddly pretty.
Fire is so beautiful. Like
Firebug MJ.
the movie Backdraft. You've seen the movie Backdraft?
Oh sure.
Okay, and the one guy's like, fire is alive. I just like to, and I'm like, a man after my own heart. Except for the burning things and killing people. Okay, I do burn things, but not other
Killing
people's
people is-
property.
Yeah, yeah.
These guys look like they're doing tribal dances. I kind of really want to see them boogie around fire a little more.
Oh, the inventory's full again. I think.
Fire
Yep.
is pretty. Look at them. Yeah, look at that. Those backpacks. That's ridiculous.
That is not a lot of inventory space. No, definitely not.
No backpack pouch should ever be 4. Okay, that's
Yeah.
ridiculous. That should not
Yeah.
exist.
They do seem to be just kind of vibing a little bit, though, don't they? Oh, this is the first time an enemy has actually gotten into melee range of our player. More fire friends. On the Defiant side, one of the early quests says you're going around and catching fire squirrels. I seem to remember that, actually. I feel like that was the thing that I remember doing.
Okay, that's some, lava bellies going on there. Oh! They
Oh,
explode?
no. They explode. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh! Ow! That just...
Oh,
man!
man. That's on.
Oh.
Ooh,
Wow.
that's certainly a thing.
Oh, boy.
Nice.
I mean, I guess it's less gory than, like, blood explosions, but...
It is that. You're not wrong. Oh man, that's quite a lot of enemies attacking the razor
And it's not exploding on her, though. It's exploding on him.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah,
It's like,
fine.
I give birth to indigestion. Oh. Say, let me offer you a Tums, dude. Oh, 1 stage is complete. Okay.
Yeah, that's stage 2. Now it's stage 3 time, it looked like. With 1.5 minutes to go. Here comes our lava belly friend.
And... Oh. It's like when you eat something that disagrees with you, right? Oh.
Oh, sure. We've all had meals like that before.
Oh, I can't imagine you ever have. Your cooking always sounds so amazing. But I suppose
I
if you
try.
ate someone else's cooking, that like mine.
I don't know about that now. I'm positive you're an incredible cook.
No, I just got a couple things I can cook. I
Hey,
just gotta
that's-
stick with that.
Nothing wrong with that either, honestly.
Oh, is that the murder tree? Oh no, that yes. Wait, what?
I believe this is one of well,
It looks like a. Well, now it looks like a piece of bacon. Kind of laying there. Burlap cloth. Okay. Oh. Jeez. Oh, that inventory madness, man.
tell you.
Okay, it's like a cloak. I see the one in the back. It's kind of like a sandwich boardy cloak.
Sandwich 40 cloak.
Well, look at it. It's just the front, the back. There's no, like, side. It's not, like, round. It's, see? Look at that. Oh, and one of those spiky up collars. I mean, it just funnels pain into you. It kind of looks like an ice cream cone. Bacon ice cream cone, man.
Bacon ice cream cone. There we go. Yep. Oh man, that was That was really close. It looked like they were going to run out of time there. It was like 30, 20 seconds left on the clock. Now for the bonus stage. And job done. Nice.
Oh, it sounded like a jet engine was going over the top. What was that?
That was the rift closing.
Oh.
That's a very familiar sound. That noise. It's arguably kind of a low effort sound effect, but it also just like that's a good noise. Man, that now you pointed it out, that 4-pocket backpack is just awful, dude. I dislike it deeply. Can't stop looking at the tiny little backpack. It's not even a backpack, that's like a hip pouch. That's barely fanny pack level. There we go. Clear out the junk. It's okay. It's okay to be selective in your goodies. Or not. You know what? Never mind. Who am I? You know.
I make no judgments of anybody's inventory, so I'm just lip zipping right now. No comments.
Yeah, can't imagine why. So I kind of noticed that our player, when their character was engaging in melee, or was being engaged in melee, like they were using some weapons. So that does answer my earlier question about there being like trees or souls that aren't your prototypical pet class thing.
I think a ranger would do great to have a little tree pet. Especially if it's on fire. Go burn everything. Sorry, y'all. Not really sorry.
Really, though? You're not that sorry.
No.
No. Ooh.
Basically, I'm saying I apologize if my personality weirds you out, okay? But when I say sorry, that's what it's for.
There.
Let's see. She can do bow and dual-wielded daggers. Yeah, I saw when you did some melee against the fire stuff. Your bow was gone and you were there slashing dual.
Yeah, that was cool.
An interventory vention. Damn it.
We really, really do. Agreed, 100%, Tanik. Yes.
Feel free to browse.
The inventory is out of control.
Pack Rats Anonymous. I can be president of the club. Totally could.
Until next time.
Wisdom and life.
Oh, we're getting all the lore too. Interesting. Okay.
House Aelfwar? Aelfwar?
Elfwar? Elfwar?
Aelfwar? So that sounds like me trying to speak with, peanut butter in my mouth or something.
Good luck.
Alfwar.
Hello.
Guardian ship crashed just off the Silver Coast. Fearing the Aelfwar.
Alfwar.
Aelfwar.
Alfwar.
Aelfwar. That's super terrible.
This is the rest of the stream. We're just sitting here going,
Aelfwar.
Alfwar.
You got the gooses as Aflac. And we're here
You
with
got the Budweiser
Aelfwar.
frogs. Yeah, we're trying to make Alfwar.
Best of luck.
We're trying to make Alfwar a thing.
The finest
Well,
goods
some
from the
things
finest
do
hands.
become classics, like a can of Old Dallies.
Always.
It's true.
We even used that in another stream, Chris. I mean, it is now true lexicon.
Yeah.
I can't say it like you. I can't do it as well as you, but
Well, I mean, you just need to settle on down next to this campfire, take your hat off, put your boots nearby, and get yourself a bowl of Old Dally.
I can't speak that low though. I mean, I'm lucky when I can try to get down to sing "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot." It's like the only song, the only thing I can actually go down for a little bit.
It's the classic "we sent a scout and they haven't returned" quest. You know from the start that the scout is toast. Absolutely, yes. I'm deadly worried about my scout. Could you please possibly find out what happened, lady? You know exactly what happened, okay? Well, I'm talking about that. You know what? That's the sound that you make when you have the belly burst.
Yeah.
That is a very large wolf. A very, like, forward chunky. Like, very muscular at the front. Forward chunky? What the heck?
He also looked fluffy though.
He did look fluffy. Yeah, you're right.
He looked like you could just give a big hug around the neck and it would just be comfy.
Yeah, it really... Damn, these look extremely huggable. Why are we killing these things?
So huggy.
Don't hurt the huggy wolves. Stop it. You and your punk rock pig.
Yeah.
These clown makeup wearing fools. I mean, you can take them down all you want. It's fine. Just leave the fluffy boys alone. Oh no, they're out of inventory space? Wow. Quell surprise.
That's some pretty good looking water in the moonlight bit there.
It is, yeah. Like I said earlier, this game still visually holds up quite a bit, honestly. It is not a bad looking game.
No, I used to judge games on water. Really? If you had amazing water, it was like, primo. Okay, you guys get bonus credits, right?
Primo. I love it. It is very good looking water though. Yeah, especially the reflection of the moonlight. It's very lovely. Oh, do you have enough space in your inventory to mine that? Apparently they do. Hey, all right. And Chris wants to pet the killer wolves. MJ wants to play with invaders from the plane of fire. And you know what? How dare you judge us?
now I got some relaxing music going with Coastal Slaughter.
Chill beasts to slaughter fluffy wolves too. Oh, hi there, guy. This dude was just standing there like, hey, how you doing?
See, look! I guess with the white makes it look very fluffy.
The outline does make it look extremely fluffy, but then it just accentuates the fluffy. Clearly.
That tail, I mean, it looks so soft and floofy.
It's very floofy, and like the big old haunches and the shoulders, like you could just like pat them shoulders real hard and be like, yeah.
Can we have one of those as a pet? I mean,
Seriously.
Little Mohawk pig is nice and all, but
I would absolutely love to run alongside Giga Fluffy Strong Wolf.
yes.
NPC, we ascended. We need you to thin out the wolf population around the village. Chris, have you tried belly rubs?
Yeah.
Have you thought to maybe tell them that they are good boys?
Yes.
Another moment to clear out the inventory.
Maybe that's why I never got into playing. I could never get my inventory cleared. It's like I can't move on, I can't go anywhere.
Considering that you're given a 4 slot bag, I can't say as I'm surprised, frankly. Genuinely. Oh man, them respawn times though. Wee. These enemies are just popping right on up the moment that you turn around. Wee. That was dramatic.
Think of it right now, but one of the games, like, you kill a mob and they throw their head up, their hand up to their head, spin around 3 times, and fall back, and you're just like, wow, that is.
That sounds like a Murloc death to me.
It sounds like a. It feels like they were all preparing for the theater, you know?
Yes, exactly. I do love a good overdramatic and enemy character death. Like it's a good time. Don't remind me of this game. It hurts too much. Love this back in the day. Yeah, you know what? I understand Paladin Templar. It's I don't have poor memories of this game. I don't hold it nearly in high levels of nostalgia, but it is. But like. I genuinely have found some fun once in a while. I remember some good times on it, honestly. As otherwise forgettable as most of my time in this game might have seemed, like I still hold some pretty solid, fond memories of it, so.
Okay, underwater's pretty ugly looking.
It really is. This is swamp. This is like sewer water. It's unfortunate.
It's blue on top.
Poopy on bottom.
Wait a minute. Oh my goodness, she's that's a weird way to swim.
Don't worry about it. These things happen.
It's like a mer person, okay.
Yeah.
I'm a dolphin, I'm part dolphin.
Just do a little dolphin wiggle as a treat.
Oh, is that
And also fire
turtle.
your bow underwater. Oh, it is. Wow. I'm drowning, but at first I have to engage my inventory. First experience with world map events. Yeah, you know what? I think this game was mine too. I guess you can. I mean, I suppose like more formalized world map events. I have experienced like some named boss hunts in Final Fantasy XI, for example. But we got a whole bunch of Juilliard drama actors going on now. Oh no, the scout is dead? What? I can't believe it.
I wonder what that... Are those like giant crystals under the water?
I don't know. It looked like it. Shocked face, indeed, yeah. Shocked Pikachu. Yeah, remembering this game, I remember I remember really enjoying a cleric build that I had put together.
Is that the one that
There was,
turned
like,
necromancer? I was reading your post and stuff from Choose My Adventure, and you said I turned my cleric into a necromancer. Did you actually do that?
I might have done that by accident. There's a very fine line between being a cleric and being a necromancer. It's just
One's just
it's a very
you feel
slippery
a
slope.
second too late, right?
Exactly. Yeah. These things happen.
Quest accepted.
There was that class, the accidental necromancer. There was a like a sort of a death knighty kind of a thing that I had remember putting together. I think that was like one of the first times that I was exposed to the pre-built classes, I believe.
Ah.
And I had also like played around with the fire mage. I forget the name of it, but like there was it was literally like a mortar cannon. Like you basically put down this buffing little circle, you stayed the heck put and just rained absolute hell down on things. Forget the name of it, but like that was pretty fun too. I mean, very easy to get overwhelmed, extremely easy to get overwhelmed, but man, it did rip things up when I was able to. I seem to recall it being like a mixture of, like, no, I'm thinking about it. I seem to recall it being a mixture of like a pyromancer and a chronomancer, I think. I don't. Oh, gosh, it's been so long. I genuinely don't recall now.
Fire dude works for me. I mean, you put
Fire,
in it.
yeah, yo, fire dude it's Fire Dude with Fire Dude. Yeah, that's it's. Did I say Chloromancer or Chronomancer? I forget.
You said Chronomancer, but
I think I meant Chloromancer is
okay.
what I meant to say.
Chronomancer, they have that in EQ2 to change your levels.
Right. Yeah, I got my merds mixed up. I think Chloromancer's class. I'm probably. I'm definitely gonna defer to those who are more experienced. It's been very long, so I'm pretty sure I'm getting the details mixed around.
So she was talking about looking for a breathing potion, but does she actually need one? I mean,
Yeah, no,
she's
she
just
drank
sitting
it earlier. Yeah,
Oh.
there was a point where she did use it, and now that she's not drowning while she mucks about in her inventory.
You know, I drowned from what? Inventory.
I had to rifle through my pockets.
Oh, Tannic. Oh yeah, Catriona says Chloromancer is a class, and Tannic says used to make my dwarf cleric who healed the party by smacking things with a giant hammer.
Yep. That was a wonderful thing about that kind of cleric, like healing by absolute force of violence. It's a good time.
Makes me think of the joke when you're a kid, be healed, and you slap someone in the head with the palm of your hand. You know, the heel of your hand.
Quite literally that in the
Yep,
class.
you're not feeling well, be healed! Thwack! I mean, it's better than using the heel of the foot, I would think. Right? Never tried that.
Oh, there was no heel of the foot or smacking of this. This is a big honking hammer, like a giant two-handed monster hammer. That class was a bonk mage. Which, I appreciate, being able to create a bonk mage. I love it.
A bonk mage, I like that. That should be a legitimate class.
Totally.
Okay, we're gonna make a game. We'll have Fire Dude and Bonk Mage.
And Fluffy Mancer.
And a Fluffy Mancer. Oh my god.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes. Yes, exactly, Contran. Like in SOTOR, when the commando or whatever heals with a massive handheld cannon, or in like in WildStar, where the gunslinger heals by firing their twin pistols at friends.
Yeah, I remember the first time playing Global Agenda, and you had to aim your gun at people, and I was like, okay, this is weird. Then in Secret World, you had, you could heal people with a rifle.
The assault rifle, yep, I remember that.
Let me shoot bullets into you. It'll make you feel better.
Yes, watch me rip into this enemy with an AK. It'll make you feel better.
Let's see what else. I actually really like the Disciple in Vanguard, although I didn't like melee classes. I was a healer that was a monk, right? Martial artist healer.
To make
the more you
interesting.
used martial arts, the more you could heal. Now,
oh wow, that's
you didn't
really
heal
interesting.
others by doing the martial arts. You had to beat up on the mobs in the martial arts, and you built up your, maybe chi or whatever, and then you use that to cast a heal over on somebody.
Ah, okay.
So this was not a stand in the back healer.
Yeah, you had to be in there to mix it up. Okay.
Yeah, and if you didn't, then you had no healing power, You'd be like, yeah, you're kind of worthless. What are you doing?
I remember there was something like that similar with like the Disciple of Cain class that I tried in Warhammer Return of Reckoning. Like, there was basically like twin swords, but you were assaulting while healing latently, I think. Or like your attacks healed your allies while you were slicing things up or something like that. It was actually really, really cool. I really enjoyed it. That was actually the class that made Warhammer Online really click for me. And I never played it without having... I never experienced it without having played Return of Reckoning. So, you know, that's why we love to see old games like this one still running. Because, you know, these... Sometimes some of these games provide experiences that do not exist anymore. Hey, look at that!
Woohoo!
Oh, yay! Blessed pocket
The finest
space.
goods from the finest hands.
It's like 2 rows, man. Time to throw a
Always a
party.
pleasure.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? So much more room for more loot goblin-y goodness.
My class I played in Warhammer Online was the Witch Hunter.
Oh, okay.
So that was my first time playing something that would shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I loved the RVR leaks where you became a chicken. You're too over leveled, you just become a chicken. I don't know, that amused me very much. Choose one of these.
Choose wisely.
One. Yeah.
That's extremely loud. That is like the loudest, most visually obnoxious, like, select your reward UI element I've ever seen in my life. Seriously. That's like a old internet pop-up ad levels of, like, man, wow.
Journey well.
Yeah, look at that sunrise, man. That's beautiful.
Pretty rift.
Pretty
Death
riff.
machine.
Well, I mean, the rift is kind of in the way. You might as well, right?
Yeah, there you go, getting in the way of your game. Like, alright.
Oh, we got the glowy hands.
So is that empowering the arrows with something?
I have to assume.
I do like that there's a number of quests that happen as you're out adventuring, not necessarily running to and from a little quest hub, right?
Yeah, I appreciate those too, for sure.
Like, I'm adventuring, oh, quest accepted, so do more stuff. Okay. You know, not I didn't have to run all the way back to town, pick up a new one, and run all the way back. I mean, there are some of those, but there's in the field quest too. And it's not even necessarily, you know, you're running up to somebody with a big, you know, symbol over the head. It's just happening as she kills something.
Yeah, I do appreciate when just quests sort of like organically pop up in front of you or around you. I dig on that.
Wow, that's a...
Those are some extremely noisy scorpions.
Oh, hey!
Whoa, big guy.
And little guy! No neck, man. I was just gonna say, like, the other one was evil thing, then that was what happens when Colossus shrinks or something. Just... a juggernaut with the no neck.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there they are. Okay. I was like, where's this last enemy? Presumably, well, almost last enemy.
The Maw Bruiser. Maw! He's touching me! It's on my side of the car. Oh, okay. That was a color change. Oh dear. These are the necklace wonders.
Apparently, this rift opens up to the dimension where nobody has a neck.
Actually, I think the scorpions do.
The scorpions have more of a neck than some of these other guys do.
Oh, that guy almost has a neck. Nice.
Hey, congratulations, guys! Congratulations on your neck.
Guess it didn't help him very much.
And we got 40 odd seconds left before this rift closes, presumably. Oh, that's a whoa.
That's a skittering maw, huh? Shoot faster, shoot faster. No, don't loot, shoot. Shoot! You have 16 seconds. Oh, wow. Nice little thumping timer.
Right.
Oh!
Oh, right at the
Whoa.
buzzer.
Wow.
Ooh, baby. That was
Okay.
really close.
Wait a minute. We have little mecha dude?
Look at these dumpy friends. My goodness, what is that? Oh, we were
Oh,
looking at
no,
the
those
next
are just shield things.
Whoa.
What the? Why we no
Those are
watching?
some. Those are some interesting enemies.
Yeah, I thought it was some kind of robot. Just shiny shields. And you get burlap cloth off of that. Really? Really?
Yeah, that doesn't make a dang bit of sense. At all. This thing, ultra shiny, and here's a burlap cloth. Like, come on.
Yeah, get rid of the 17 copper something.
The collections, or whatever.
Alright, collections are good.
I vaguely remember that whole mechanic. That sun was just racing across the sky, wasn't it? Jeez, you see the shadows?
Zoom!
That was, yeah, that was that was kind of jarring.
Sounds like, oh, I'm late, I'm late!
I'm up.
Feel free to browse.
Feel free to browse.
Free to browse. Yes, browse my wares.
Until next time.
Bye-bye, Tolman.
Are you here to help?
No, I'm here to rob you blind!
Wahahaha!
Of course I'll help. Just give me stuff for it.
Give me stuff to fill up my gold pouch and the bar on the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I appreciate our players like holding on this window in order to try to allow us time to read the text, but I just can't really see it very
Yeah.
well.
When the
This
High
font
Elf
is not
ruling
good.
council moved to Sanctum and ignored Prince Hylas's pleas, he may have felt slighted, but his behavior in Transgrove is appalling. The Force might be able to guide our response. Venture there and speak with the spirit guide. Oh, so what do you do in Transgrove? What? It was appalling, apparently.
I don't know. I just don't know. Oh no, and there's paragraphs.
Oh, I'm checking it. Catriana's comment. That was her not realizing there was a timer until then.
So the loot goblin-y take over, and like
Uh,
the giant bongs are the only thing that can shake you out of it.
oh gosh. Home, a sacred place. Voices of vigil are heard clearer. Duty is to guard the bridge and take measure of House Alfwar's recent
Alfwar.
in Silverwood. Hallis Alfwar and his cult have gone too far. He sends his scouts throughout the forest, raising tramp minions to further his sinister ends. It is our duty as guardians to uncover
May
his
you live
schemes.
1,000 years.
May you live 1,000 years. Okay. I mean, if
Ready
life
to
is
show the
miserable,
world what
1,000
we're
years kind
capable
of
of.
is rough.
Yeah.
All right. House Ilfwar dominates
Ilfwar.
Silverwood. Send them to attack the fair folk. Not Fey folk, Fair folk.
Fearful.
of wayward thinking. Yeah, do we got some kind of, southern twangy,
Elfwar. You know what,
Alfar with the
Elfwar?
fire
Do
folk?
not return.
Hey, fearful. Y'all need to handle them Elfwar people. And telling you what,
Are you
they're
ready?
they're stomping all over them fair folk, and they ain't doing nothing, man. They just chilling. And then these Elfar come in like swinging them big old treants around.
Or, yeah, maybe they're just slightly
We
drunk.
will rebuild.
Maybe they're all drunk.
Hey, man, you know what? Look, a honky tonk break out. You just step on back. Just let it happen.
Inviting my Alfar friends over
Never
for some fried fair folk.
It was delicious, the fried fair folk. Man, them Elfwire cooking to tell you what.
Hello.
Hello.
I appreciate how we turned what I presume to be elven folks into like some deep south friends. Like I
Ah, yes, you are an ascendant. I mean no offense, but the dragons try to send the possessed or the corrupted into our holy city. The vigil have charged me with guarding the bridge into Sanctum until the final battle of the dragons. You will have a different path. No, so you don't get
Best
to go.
of luck.
Oh, it's gonna
neener
let you-
neener.
Oh, okay, never mind. There you go.
They-
That's pretty.
I must guard this bridge. Anyway, go on ahead.
Yeah,
Hey, look at that.
screenshot.
Screenshot. This guy's just standing there like, hey, how you doing? The heck was that?
Discovered Tavril Plaza.
Greetings.
Man, this font is hard to read, dude. Oi. Oof. I appreciate our player kind of trying to keep these on screen for us, but see, like I'm watching from a smaller window, and this font does me no favors, dude. Are there fireworks
and
going off?
clapping? Yeah. All right, I'm distracted from reading by the. Yeah, unfortunately, this is a tiny bit fuzzy.
Yeah.
Just enough
Yeah.
to Tavril Plaza is the entrance of Sanctum, the holy city.
Oh no, there's more.
She is the Earth Mother to the wilds. Power and majesty of nature, etc., etc., etc. Patron of the high elves who shared special bond with, etc., etc. Other gods work to protect her, etc., etc. We witness the power of Tavril reasserting her will and healing the land. We might have skipped a couple lines in there.
might have glazed over a few of the details, but you know what? It's fine because it's.
Good luck.
That was like the world's shortest fireworks show that I've ever heard.
They only do it when you're in the quest, so you can't look at
Like-
it.
Yeah, right? Like, oh man, did you see that? It was a really short fireworks show, but boy, it was beautiful. Too bad you're reading about, whatever that was. Bye.
Is that the farewell wave?
That looks to be.
There's 2 minutes. Oh, there we go. After waving goodbye, I found the key for this special dimension in my mailbox from a previous crossover event they did with Trove. Oh, that's right.
Huh.
The special dimension is the housing.
Yeah, no, I'm familiar with the dimensions as the housing thing, so I guess we're going in there now? Question mark?
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
Key to the dimension of Peaceful Hills. If it looks like Trove, I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah, right. Oh, it looks like Trove. Yep, yep. Yep. That tracks. That absolutely tracks.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I might have this in my inventory too then.
Yeah.
Go check my mail. Oh my goodness. Wow. Holy cow, this was an amazing, after credits moment.
Yeah, the visual contrast between the Rift character model and the Trove universe was something else.
It is very, very,
Very jarring.
strange.
Also, jumping is hard.
Wow.
Huh. That's definitely creative.
That is neat. And she's sticking her nails out.
As you do.
Well, And now for the
Okay,
final
no,
farewell.
bye-bye for real, though, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay.
That
That
was
was
quite the post-credit
neat.
scene, yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it terrible that we really have come to expect post-credit scenes in life? If there aren't any, it's like, huh. My first ones were sticky buns. Do you remember did you ever watch Hot Shots in the theater?
No. Can't say I have.
Okay, so Hot Shots was the parody of Top Gun.
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with the movie, but I
Yeah.
never watched it in the theater, yeah.
So I watched it in the theater, and partway through, a recipe for sticky buns comes up. And at the very end, it's all, if you would have left the theater when the credits started rolling, you'd be home by now. And ever since then, I have not been able to leave movies when credits are going. And then you start getting the ones with the after credit scenes, but I've been hooked all the way back from sticky buns. And I still want to, I want to get that sticky bun. I should Google that and see if somebody has the Hot Shot sticky buns recipe.
It's gotta be out there. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't.
And back to food. There we go. Tanic, rift jumping is very floaty, still better than Essos, though.
Yeah, no lies told there.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Kat, thank you so much for taking us on that adventure and for that little bit of interestingness at the end. That really was kind of jarring to
That really
see.
was, but in a good way.
They
Like, that was
probably
fun.
didn't have any other rift-like decorations or anything, so then you'd be putting fantasy setting in that little block. Oh, I kind of want to go in and see if somebody's built one of those up and decorated it now. I kind of want to see that. But thank you so much for the footage. And I finally got to adventure some in Rift without having to actually adventure some.
Years
Rift.
later, hey.
It's perfect. If MJ's riding a squirrelicorn through a Trove dimension soon, we know why.
Yeah.
It can totally happen, right?
Anything is possible.
Uh-oh, did I lose Chris?
No, I'm here. Hello? Hello?
Oh, I just lost my sound. Nope. Hang on.
Oh, no. Did you lose your sound? Okay.
Yep, I lost my sound. My sound
Oh,
completely and utterly went
and
away.
scene, says Danik. Oh dear.
So Chris, repeat any and everything you just said for the last minute.
So yeah, and I hadn't really said much actually.
Want to
Sorry
thank
about that.
Chris for
MJ
being
sound.
here
Yes,
because he is amazing and it is always fun to game or watch games here with him. So thank you very
always a
much.
pleasure. Genuinely, always a pleasure.
And for everybody who's out there watching us and supporting us here on OPTV by watching the streams, commenting, going to massivelyop.com, and everything, folks, you are why we get to continue doing this. And we get to continue doing this because you let us, and then we do it for you, and you let us do it. It's this amazing circle of MMO goodness. And sometimes sharing non goodness, MMO non goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We share the good and the bad, is what she's trying to say.
Yes, we share it all with you, and you guys all get to be the good. So thank you so much. I'm gonna leave you all with a link to our post on MOP. If you guys are interested in sharing any thoughts or some of your Rift memories, I would really love to hear some of your favorite memories or classes, your soul collections, however you put your things together. And if anybody actually has the white squirrelicorn, I want to know. And I want you to share pictures, okay?
Yes, yes. We demand Justin's entire screenshot section to be completely covered in white squirrelicorns.
There you go. One shot squirrelicorn edition.
Yes.
we want to see that. And of course, you can also use that, folks, to check out the Stream Team calendar to know what is happening and when. And that's on the front page. It's on every page. It's also on the stream pages. So if we take a peek here, then you get to know that tomorrow is D&D night with Dungeons and Dragons Online. And on the last day of May, Chris is going to be doing some core punk. Wait, didn't they just... Isn't that the one that they just delayed again?
Yeah, they had to take it down, and then they brought it back up pretty recently, actually, like sometime this evening, even. So
Okay.
it's back. I got it installing, and I did get to character creation, so it appears to be functional. Touch wood, it'll be running, and I'll be able to stream that for you all at 2:00 Eastern.
Nice. 8 o'clock Friday night, AQ3D, and for Sandbox Survival Saturday, we will be hunting down a giant wolf in V Rising. And Saturday wraps up our week with the Eorzea Sunday in Final Fantasy XIV with Chris and his posse, the Porg Squadron. Are they our Porg Squadron in Final Fantasy 2? Or you guys are just amazing.
It's like Pork Squadron, and also the other group that we typically run Final Fantasy 14 stuff when is called the TARDIS Fam. So
The TARDIS Fam. All right.
yeah,
There we go. I'll get it right.
Usually that's the 14 group. It's fine. You don't need to know these things. I do. All you need to know is it's myself, my husband, our very good friend Ollie. Very frequently, we're joined by our mutual best friend Britannia, and anybody else who decides to show up. So we've had Toaster Master join us on a few streams before, not on mic, but just join us in our party. So it's a good time.
And of course, Backseat streaming. If you guys want to be a part of that, you can let us know. It's not very many rules, restrictions. What's the word? I can't think of the word.
Prerequisites, I guess.
Prerequisite, yeah. That would be great. We love to see what's going on, and especially love to get to English, MJ. We love to experience the things that you guys love and play, and so let us know. We'd definitely like to work on that with you. And while you're waiting for the next stream, plenty of stuff to read right there on massivelyop.com. So until next time, I hope everybody stays safe, has a wonderful night, and don't forget your week is half over now. Yes!
Yes.
Have a great night, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you later.
Bye.